Uncinetto. I'm Christina, and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. No matter how long you've been here, I always appreciate your time. We're going to do a little book look today, and this is a book that I got for my birthday from a lovely friend of mine, and I wanted to take some time to go through it and truly decide what I wanted to show you all. So we're definitely not going to look at the whole thing, but we are going to look at some of it together. And I want to apologize in advance. I am batch filming, so if you've seen these videos, then you probably know, right, that my blind on my door back there is broken, and it's metal, so it's not like I can just, it's part of the door, so I can't just replace it. So yes, I've spoken to my landlord. Yes, they know. Hopefully we'll get it fixed soon. I don't know. But I'm trying to keep my head as still as possible so that I don't blind you, right? So if I accidentally move my head out of frame too much, then you get blinded. I mean, I can move it a little bit, but I'm sitting kind of tilted, right? So that I can block it as much as possible. Because I just don't have 100% the best setup for filming yet, but I'm working on it, right? So anyway, if you have not yet checked out my Podiversary video, Podiversary announcement video, I would definitely go check that out so that you know when I'm having my Podiversary, what time, and all of that, and definitely make a note, right? So that you can come and join the fun. Okay, so the book look that we're going to do today is the Tunisian Crochet Handbook by Toni Lipsey, also known as TL Yarncraft, and she will be linked down below, as well as will Kay at KVC Crochet, I think is what her channel is now, because she's the one that gifted me this book for my birthday, right? I did show it on my birthday live, but just wanted to do an actual look through the book. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 patterns in here. And with the table of contents here, you have not only the designs, but you have things to teach you about Tunisian crochet. Now, I love Tunisian crochet. I think it's so fun. I have not yet branched out into any Tunisian wearables. I've done the Tunisian calendar cowl. I've made blankets. I've made pot holders, basically flat items, right? So I am super excited to have these patterns that I can do because she is, Toni being the she, wonderful with her tutorials, and I know that just in looking at the patterns, right, that they are described, like written just as well as she does her tutorials. So I am super excited to get started. So she does talk about the different kinds of hooks that you can use for Tunisian, because depending on the project, you can sometimes use a regular crochet hook for Tunisian. If it's like a small washcloth or something like that, you don't have to have the Tunisian hook with the long cable on it. And sometimes for other smaller projects too. Just depends on what you're making. There's pattern discussions. And then she talks you through like the basic stitches of Tunisian, which is nice. And there are pictures as well. So, it talks you through, it gives you the information, but then I'll just briefly show you. There are pictures to go along with the steps, right? So then we get into skills. And then this, I thought this section was really cool because it talks to you about doing things like adding color, right? So how would you change color in Tunisian, and how to do that in different ways. So like color work, solid rows, like if you're doing stripes, and these kinds of sections. Okay, so any kind of book, really, that's like a how-to book. It's great to have the patterns, right? Which I'm definitely super excited about. But also having all of the information in one place makes me more likely to pick up this book multiple times, right? Because if I'm looking at this pattern in this book and then I don't know how to do something in this book and I have to go find it somewhere else, that's an additional resource that I have to use. And for a lot of people, that makes it less likely for them to pick something up. If I have to go to 4 different places just to do one pattern in this book, I'm less likely to pick up this book a second time to make something out of it. One time, maybe. But if it's that difficult, most people are not going to pick it up. So the fact that this has basic stitches, basic Tunisian stitches, but it also has things like making a magic ring, making a slip knot. It talks about the materials that you need. Like, this is an all-encompassing handbook. And sometimes things that say handbook aren't that all-encompassing. So I think that is absolutely wonderful, right? And then we get into the patterns. And I am super excited to make, it's on here. No, it's in here. This, because in the table of contents, right, it shows you the pages where some of these patterns are. This tote bag, I'm super excited to make. Like, I have the colors picked out and everything. Like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm super excited to make it. And then I want to try this bath mat. I don't know if it'll be successful, but I'm just going to show you the picture because there's a chart on the other page. And this is a bath mat. And it says, hey, babe. But she gives you the chart as well as like directions with how you're doing each row. So I thought that was cool. There is, when she talks about color changing with the patterns, right? This actually is something that will help you. The pillow is in here. Not that I'll necessarily make the pillow, but this one, which is not, I'm trying to show you pictures that like are easily shown. Yeah, they're right here. So also in the table of contents, because I don't want to show you, I'm trying really hard not to show you things like patterns. There are these geometric pot holders. So they have the geometric shapes on them. And these will be really good starting points for if you want to then do like the bath mat. So this is a bigger picture of one of them. But because they do have little bits of color work in it, it will help you then get to the bath mat, which is the next thing that I want to make, right? And then there was one other thing that I wanted to show you in here. This one, yeah, and I don't see it. Yeah, it's on the back. Okay. I know I didn't see it in the, yeah, wasn't in the table of contents. So this is the cardigan that I want to make, and it's called the Pemba cardigan, and it's a chunky cardigan. And if you know me, I have cardigans galore. I have them in all different colors, lengths, fabrics. I have a lot of them, but I would love to make more of them, right? And this is one that I really, really am excited to try. So it's on my list. Hopefully we get to it. I don't currently have the yarn that I would need to make this, because it is a 5 bulky weight yarn, and I do not have the sizes, the quantity of yarn needed to make this. So this will go on the, maybe to buy list one day. But I hope that you have enjoyed looking through this book with me. I don't want to do too much when it comes to showing you patterns, because it is a copyright issue, right? So definitely showing you some bits and pieces, right? But also talking to you about the book, because I really do think that this is a, unfortunately, rare, all-encompassing handbook. And I am super pleased that I now own it, right? So thank you, Tony, for such an amazing book, right? And thank you, Kay, so much for an amazing gift, because I have wanted this for a very long time. But you know how it is when it comes to buying things for yourself. I know people were having this conversation in a live just the other day. Well, the other day for me would be about maybe a week and a half by the time you see this. But, buying things for other people is super easy. Buying things for yourself isn't as easy. So I was super glad that this was gifted to me. And I hope that you have enjoyed looking through it with me. And I hope that you're able to have one of your own if Tunisian is your thing. And if Tunisian's not your thing, maybe this will give you the information you need to get started. So thank you so much for taking your time with me. And as always, be the change you wish to see in the world, everyone. Ciao bella!